Welcome to Local Lectures. This is Dharmaji. Today, our concept is thermodynamic properties. Thermodynamic properties. Thermodynamic properties. The thermodynamic properties defined as it is any observable characteristic of the substance is called thermodynamic properties. Understand? It is defined as any observable characteristic of the substance is called thermodynamic property. Thermodynamic property. The thermodynamic properties are classified into two types. The thermodynamic properties are classified into two types. So the first one is extrinsic properties, and the second one is intrinsic properties. థర్మోడైనమిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అంటే ఏంటంటే అండి ఏదైనా కావచ్చు మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయగలం. ఆ ప్రాసెస్ ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్, నథింగ్ బట్ పారామీటర్స్, వాటినే మనం ఏమని పిలుస్తామంటే థర్మోడైనమిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అని చెప్పి. ఈ థర్మోడైనమిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ని టూ టైప్స్ కింద క్లాసిఫై చేశారు. అందులో ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఎక్స్ట్రిన్సిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్, సెకండ్ వన్ ఏంటంటే ఇంట్రిన్సిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. Firstly, I want to explain what is extrinsic properties. Extrinsic property. This is also called as extensive property. Extensive property. What is extensive property? Extensive property is the property which thermodynamic property depends on mass and the size of the substance is called extrinsic property. It is the thermodynamic property depends on size and mass of the size and mass of the substance. Size and mass of the substance is called extrinsic or extensive property. అంటే దీని ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే ఏ థర్మోడైనమిక్ ప్రాపర్టీ సబ్స్టెన్స్ యొక్క అంటే సిస్టమ్ యొక్క మాస్ ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం వాల్యూమ్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుందో దాన్నే మనం ఆ ప్రాపర్టీని ఏమని పిలుస్తాం అంటే ఎక్స్ట్రిన్సిక్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ ప్రాపర్టీ అని చెప్పేసి పిలుస్తాం. ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ in this concept I consider 1 liter of water in the beaker. 1 liter of the water in the beaker. That means 1 liter means volume. At the same time 1 kg of water. That means mass of the water. So I am comparing two properties. Those are volume and mass. Volume and mass. So to identify whether it is dependent on size and mass. So for that I want to off the water and fill into the two separate bakers. So I take 2 bakers. 1 baker filled with half liter of water. That means water is converted into water is separated by half, and remaining of filled into the another baker. So before dividing the water, this total substance has the 1 liter of volume. 1 liter of volume. But after separation, the substance reduced by half. The substance reduced by half liter of volume. That means the substance has only half liter of volume, and remaining also half liter volume. So before dividing and after dividing, the volumes are not same. Because why? Because the volume is dependent on the space. The volume is dependent on the space. Space means size. So volume is extrinsic property. And at the same time 1 liter of water has 1 kg of mass. So before dividing, the mass of the total substance is 1 kg. But after dividing, the substance become half kg. That means there is a change in mass. So it is the mass also depends on the size. Mass also depends on the size. So mass is also extrinsic property. Volume is extrinsic property, and mass is also extrinsic property. Heat is also extrinsic property. Why? Because heat, the formula for the heat is mc into delta T. In this, the heat is dependent on mass. So mass is an extrinsic property. That's why heat is extrinsic property. It is an extrinsic property. So at the same time, enthalpy. Enthalpy H. Enthalpy H means U plus P into V. U plus P into V. In this concept, the enthalpy H is dependent on internal energy and at the same time pressure and volume of the substance. So volume is extrinsic property. At the same time, internal energy also extrinsic property. Why? Because internal energy is also dependent on the mass of the substance. So enthalpy is also extrinsic property.
Next property is intrinsic property. Intrinsic property or intensive property. Which thermodynamic property is independent of mass and size of the substance is called intrinsic property. Which thermodynamic property independent of size and mass of the system is called intrinsic property. Intrinsic or intensive property. Intensive property. The examples for intrinsic properties are: first one is temperature, and another example is pressure, and density, etc. Let me check these properties or belongs to intrinsic property or not. To verify, I consider a beaker and I filled 1 liter of water in it. So this beaker contains 1 liter of water and it is equal to 1 kg of water. Why? Because the density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. So 1 liter is equal to 1 kg. 1 liter is 1 liter of water is equal to 1 kg. So further I want to separate half liter of water from this beaker, So this is half liter of water, which is separated from the 1 liter, and it has half kg of mass.
To check whether the temperature is extrinsic property or intrinsic property. So to test that properties, I want to take 1 liter of water in this beaker, and I take the reading of this temperature of this 1 liter water is 30 degrees centigrade by using thermometer, and after that I separated half liter of water from this beaker and I poured into the another beaker. After that, and again I tested the, I have taken the reading of this half liter water. The thermometer shows again 30 degrees centigrade as shown in the before separation of the water. This means the temperature does not depend on the mass and size of the substance. Mass and size of the substance. Okay. And so temperature is intrinsic property. And further, I want to check the pressure, whether it is intrinsic or extrinsic property. So pressure is also an intrinsic property. Why? Because pressure is not dependent on the size and mass of the substance. For example, I consider one balloon. I consider one balloon. So I want to check what is the internal pressure of this balloon. What is the internal pressure of this balloon before full size of the balloon? Before full size of the balloon, maybe it shows 1 kg per centimeter square pressure. 1 kg per centimeter square pressure. After that, I want to separate this balloon into two equal parts by using thread. So after that, after the separation, also it shows 1 kg per centimeter square internal pressure by using the pressure key. Here also shows 1 kg per centimeter square pressure. Why? Because the temperature is totally depends on the temperature rise or temperature fall or heat input or heat output, etc. So, but it does not depend on the mass of the substance. So, pressure is also intrinsic property. Okay. Last one is density. So I want to check the density, whether it is intrinsic property or extrinsic property. We know that the formula for density is equal to mass per volume. So again, the if we observe the previous example, I want to calculate the density for the before separation of water and after separation of half liter of water from the beaker. So firstly, I want to check the density of this water for this full size of the beaker. So here density is equal to the mass of the water is 1 kg here. Mass of the water is 1 kg here. So 1 kg by the volume of the water here is 1 liter. 1 liter. So 1. So this means 1 kg per liter. The density of water before separation I got as 1 kg per liter. So at the same as I want to check the density of half liter of water which is separated from the previous one. So here also the density is equal to the mass of the half liter water is half kg. So half kg divided by the volume of this water is half liter. Half liter. So upper half and lower half gets cancelled out. So finally we get 1 kg per liter. 1 kg per liter. So finally we conclude before separation and after separation we got same values for the density. That means mass of the substance. Finally we conclude that the density does not depend on the mass and the size of the substance. So density is also intrinsic property. Density also intrinsic property. I hope all of you understand what is intrinsic property and examples. For the intrinsic and extrinsic properties, there are two important nodes are there. Those are node. All specific properties are intrinsic properties. Intrinsic property. All specific properties are intrinsic properties. That means specific volume, specific mass, all the specific contents, whatever all the specific properties are intrinsic properties. Why? Because those properties does not depend on size and mass of the substance. And second important note is all energies, all types of energies are extrinsic properties. Why? Because energy is always dependent on the mass of the substance. So all the energies, all types of energies, for example, thermal energy, heat, enthalpy, internal energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, whatever it may be, whatever the energies are under the extrinsic properties.